We're live? We're live. Hi. Hi, everyone. It's been a minute. It always feels like forever whenever I take a break from streaming and also do the Pixel Geek community member session. Yeah. Hi. I'm a bit tired right now. It was a tough morning. Tough morning because I'm like, audio routing is not working. For some reason, my Wavelink software, the software that routes the audio to Streamlabs OBS, is not working. The audio is not going from Wavelink to OBS. Why? It hasn't been working for a while now, and I just did workarounds. And finally, I'm like, okay, I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to fix it before the stream. And I spent all morning trying to figure out why. I'm searching through Reddit. I'm searching through Twitter. I'm Googling as many keywords as I can. And then finally, I don't know why, but finally, I found out the reason. Either I did it in past Nelson did this to future present Nelson, but I muted the software's audio. That's why I was wondering, how come my mic audio works, the browser audio works, but not Wavelink itself? What? And so when I saw the mute button, and I tweeted this before the stream, so you can see a screenshot. When I saw that little mute icon activated, I was like, come on. I've uninstalled, reinstalled software, rebooted my computer multiple times. Tell me this has happened to you before. I mean, I'm not alone in this, right? I'm not alone in thinking of the most complicated solutions first before finding the most simplest. And it was there. It was muted. Come on. Anyways, we're here. You can hear me. That means that the stream is working. The Wavelink audio is working, and yay! Okay, now that I got that out of the way, hi, welcome to the Pixel Geek live stream thing. I'm your host Nelson. Thank you for joining me. We made it to another Saturday. Yay! If you are in North America, United States of America, happy 4th of July, Independence Day. It's tomorrow. So however you and your family are celebrating, please celebrate safely and enjoy the time off. Hustle culture is wrong. Take a break and enjoy the moments. Put down the phone and enjoy those moments. I took a week off, and that's why last week I didn't stream, because I took a week-long road trip with my family, and I said, you know what, I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna put down the phone, but still take pictures with the phone and just enjoy the moments. And man, those moments, it's what we live for, right? Gonna get a little philosophical, as I always do. That's me. But just moments in life, it's what we're trying to always recreate and we're always strive for. For example, when you're growing up, you smell a certain food that either your mom, grandma, your dad, or someone prepared, and the first time you took a bite, you're like, whoa. And that mind-blowing moment is what you're trying to strive for. So like you try to find that same food, or you want your relative to cook it for you again. And same thing goes for everything we do, right? Like watching sports, we want to see our team do that mind-blowing moment again. And that's what we're always, we pay money or watch advertisements just to get to that moment again. So yeah, just cherish them as much as you can. And that's, to me, that's why we work, because you need the resources to get to that moment again. So Have those moments. And if you're not in the United States, this is your weekend. And if you don't have to be on this stream, if you're watching live and you don't have to be here, please leave. Enjoy your moments. All right? But if you want to stay and hopefully learn something, thank you. I appreciate you. But this is always recorded and archived on my YouTube channel so you can watch it later. For everyone who's in the live stream right now, in the live chat, hello. First one in the door. Thank you so much, Jake, my live stream producer. Thank you so much. Donnie Darko, what's up? Pablo, my community manager, welcome. Letin08, excited for this. Well, I hope I don't let you down. Let's see here. Donnie Darko, happy 4th, neighbors to the south. Ah, okay, Canadian. Hello. And Richard, hi all, welcome. All right, so again, I don't expect many people to be watching right now, but because it's a 4th of July thing, but yeah, thank you. The Beacon Project, I'm here to chill with my boy. Oh, well, thank you. So how I usually do these streams is I do some morning announcements, maybe some deep thoughts, and then we go into the tutorial. And if you have any questions about web design, career, Webflow, you can ask it in the chat and Jake will go ahead and jot it down and I will answer them after the tutorial session. Also, if you have a site for me to review, like you're working on a project or you've already launched a project and you want me to just take a look at it, give you my honest opinion on it, then yeah, Jake will put a link for a form that you can fill out. And yeah, so one thing I do want to mention for the first announcements is yesterday I was on a podcast recording with, let's see, there we go, Emily. So Emily is doing a new podcast called The Great Design Lead, and you can go to greatdesignlead.com, learn more about her, but her podcast is right here. And yeah, she was really nice, and she said she did a lot of research on me, and so I was kind of nervous because I was like, oh my god, how much research, like what. And so she was like, she actually listened to me and my wife's podcast where we only did like 1 or 2 episodes and we haven't done much since then. But yeah, I talked to her about web design, life, relationships, and so it went in directions I didn't expect, but it was a great recording, and I thank her so much for reaching out to me, and you should listen to it. Subscribe to her podcast or watch the recording. It's the previous video on my channel. But yeah, thanks again to Emily for asking me to be a guest. Episode number 8, FYI. All right. Yeah. And, oh, Penny's here. Yay. Welcome back, Penny. Missed you. Mas Moo is here. Welcome. That's a new name. Welcome to the stream. Hello from Denmark. Ahmad, welcome. Is it Tres or Tres with a rolling R? Tres. Yeah. So hello to you too. But yeah, Penny, I hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're, whatever you're trying to do in this goal of no code, I hope you're getting towards it. Yeah, so what are we building today? Oh, before I tell you what we're building today, last 2 announcements. If you have an idea for a future stream topic, all right, go to Pixel Geek or pxlgk.com/ideas. Jake will put the link in the chat. And submit your idea. And if you see an idea that's similar to yours right now, you can vote on it. And that's how we are scheduling future streams. All right. Lastly, if you want to join the community, go to pixelgeek.community, and that's where we have monthly closed meetings, sessions where you can basically vent. It's a mentoring type of program. So you can vent or get help with your Webflow project. And if you're a pro member, you can get an hour of my time where it's just one-on-one with you. And again, you can vent, or I can help you personally with your project, whatever whatever you need. All right, I'm here to help. Okay, so what are we doing today? I forgot who submitted this. Hold on, I have to go to my ClickUp. I don't have my notes up. ClickUp. Unless Jake, you can actually, Jake, can you post in the chat who submitted this idea? So, whoop, where am I? Okay, there we go. Okay, so this hero row, this hero row, someone said, how do you rebuild this? And I'm like, oh, okay. Should be simple. It's probably like a bunch of gradients, and then like I've done it before where you have a bunch of gradients, and then you're just rotating the background like in 360 really slow and subtle. And then as I right clicked and inspect, which you can do with any website in the world, right click inspect, I noticed that no, they're not doing what I thought. So I had to go here. Hold on, let me dock this. There you go. Okay, so where can I find it? Let me keep highlighting until I find... Okay, so it's in main. And I looked and I was like, okay, maybe it's like an SVG image, right? With all these gradients, it's SVG, right? Or some sort of JPEG and you're just rotating it in some way? No, it's not. Because I went to main and I'm looking for a CSS code of background. Nope, not there. So the hunt continues. And so I open up this and I'm like, okay, we have BG blur. All right, BG blur. There should be some background image here. No, there's none. What are you doing? And I think I might be wrong on this, but the designer of this is Sara in the community team. And you may have seen her in some of the Webflow University videos. Her and Greamer like banter back and forth in some of the videos, so it's pretty funny. So I think she did this, but look at this. Look at this. What is going on? So when I saw this, it blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, that is so simple yet unique. And it tripped me out because I was like, what? So, oh, Jose, thank you for the coffee. You rock. And welcome to the stream. I appreciate that. Cheers. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is a div that has a gradient. So you can tell this is a background color. Wait, it doesn't have a gradient? Come on. What? Border radius 100. Background color. Oh my God. I thought it was a gradient. It's not. There's no filter on it. Is there a filter? Like a blur? No. Okay, well, let's just keep going. So right here, we have BG circle 2. So they're all just circles on top of each other with the position absolute. So, what? How did you make it feather like that? So we're going to go through this and figure this out. I'm going to try to recreate this. I'm going to say try. Because, like, as with everything that I do on these streams, I just jump in and I'm like, I think I know how to do it, but we'll figure it out together. And if you're the type that likes to see the answer really quick, then this is why we create stream clips. And we post, Jake edits the streams and posts the stream clip later in the week. So, yeah, you can see the full work through, or you can just see the answer towards the next week. But yeah, so there's circles. I don't transform. I don't see any filter. So the only thing I'm like, how is there is no filter. Wait, unless it's on the... There it is. Oh my god. Wait, where's my magnifier? It's not on? Mag. There we go. So the overall section, the overall div, has the blur, and everything else is just a basic circle. So watch this. If I turn this off, okay, let me set this to 0 then. That's what's really happening. That's what's really happening. And then Sara, or whoever built this in Webflow, just added a blur to the actual div of 200 pixels to have the... Go! When a design or a function is so simple, it's just so good. It's like a chef. You know, you've seen, I don't know, like if you YouTube like Michelin star restaurants, and then the portions are so small, you know? You kind of laugh because you're not there to taste it. You kind of laugh and you're like, "Oh my god. Like who would pay hundreds of dollars for this 7-course meal and each plate is like super small?" But the taste is blah, right? That's how I'm feeling about just realizing what just happened right now. It's so simple, yet unique at the same time. It makes me kind of angry because I'm like, oh my god. All right, let's do this. If you are already familiar with Webflow interactions, you already know how to do this. You just have a bunch of circles moving in different directions, growing and shrinking using scale. And they're all just solid colors. Again, I'm kind of angry that it's so good. Okay. And then adding this. Okay. I'll stop freaking out. Let's build it. All right. And I'm gonna Tuesday, I'm gonna ask the Webflow team who built this. I'm mad at you. In a good way. All right, let's go. Enough fanboying. Enough. Okay, enough of that. Let's go. Let's just use a layout. Let's just use a pre-built layout. We're gonna use let's use hero. I'm gonna drag in hero. Cool. All right, because we're gonna have things position absolute. Let's set this first hero element, and just to show you what hero has. Hero is a pre-built layout that has a section and then a container that's using flex, and then 2 div blocks side by side. And then the first div block holds all the content, where the second div block holds the hero image. All right. All right, so for this hero, let's go ahead and set this position to relative. All right. The reason why is because I'm going to say, hey, we're going to put a element that's position absolute inside. So absolute is looking for its nearest relative, which is hero. All right. Also, I want to, well, okay, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So hero has position relative. Let's go ahead and put in that extra div. So I did Control or Command E, and then I typed in div and press return. And we'll call this the BG blur. Okay, so I just named it BG blur. You can call it whatever you want. BG for background. And for position, I'm going to set it to absolute and full. All right. And for this flex container, I want to make sure that it's on top of the background. So I'm going to set this to position relative and set the, come on, there we go, and set the Z index to, we'll say 2. Okay. All right, background blur. Let's go ahead and add our first, wait. For the background blur, I want to make sure that when I have circles and they're moving outside of the bounds of BG blur, I don't want them to show up. I don't want them to add a horizontal or a vertical scroll to my browser window. I want to make sure that they're masked out if they go beyond the bounds of BG blur. So that's when I use overflow hidden. Okay. Let's go ahead. I say control and command at the same time. Control or Command E pulls up quick find and type in div. All right, for the first div block, let's call it BG circle. All right, BG circle. Let's give it a width of 40 VW and 40 VW. All right, both of them are using viewport widths, even the height. All right. Wait, hold on. Do you hear background noise? All right, sorry. I have to close my window and turn on the fan. All right, so doing this will create an equal sized square, right? So now if I scroll down, I want to set the position to absolute because I want it to stick to the top left. Okay, so as you can see, it's right here now. And lastly, to make it a perfect circle, we go to border radius and set this to 50%. And now it's a circle. It still looks like a square, yeah, because we didn't add a background color. So we'll just choose any random background color. They're using very pastel-y type of stuff, so I'll use this. And there we go. Circle. Huzzah! All right. And because we have a width and height that are both using the same unit, which is viewport width, if I squeeze it, it shrinks. It enlarges and shrinks, and it's a perfect ratio. One day, we'll have aspect ratio in CSS, but we're waiting for all the browsers to enable that. But for now, we have to do it manually using the same units. Anyways, after that, we just make another circle. So let's go ahead and I'm going to copy this BG circle and paste it. Now we have 2. So they're laying on top of each other. But let's go ahead and duplicate the class for the second one and call it BG circle 2. And let's go ahead and just mess around. Let's change the color. Something pastel-y, like that. We'll change the width and height. We'll say let's go 60-60. And see how the bottom of the circle is getting cut off? That is because it's going beyond the bounds of BG blur, its parent div. And how we do that masking effect, again, is overflow. Overflow hidden. So back on BG circle 2, let's push it to the right. And let's take it outside even more. Go up here. Cool. We can do something like that. Nice. Ahmad, yeah, if you want to see me try and maybe fail at that, at that suggestion, but we can learn together, go ahead and submit it at pxlgk.com/ideas. And then we'll have the community vote on it. All right, so we have that circle. Let's do a third circle. So BG circle, copy paste, duplicate class. We'll call it BG circle 3. Let's give it, I don't know, 3030. Background color, let's change it up. There you go, something like that. And move it to a random spot. So we'll just do 3 of them for now. Okay? So now that we have that set up, do the magical thing that Sara or whoever built the community page did. Go to BG Blur, the overall wrapper. Go to filters down here in the bottom right. Add, and we're going to do a blur of 200. It looks so good. Oh, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Oh man, that easy. Okay, now I'm gonna go here to the interactions, and we're gonna make them move. So for this, I'm gonna do page trigger, page load, start animation, plus we're gonna name this moving circles. I don't know, name it whatever you want. Cool. So we're going to get the first circle. Press plus, and we're going to move it. And let's see here. Let's move it. Let's move it like -10% on the X. So we're moving it horizontally to the left, and let's move it up -5%. And that's going up. So it's left and up. It's going diagonal a bit. Okay? And let's set the duration to happen. Make it subtle. We're making it, it'll take 10 seconds to get to, from where it is now to that new corner spot. It'll take 10 seconds. And we want to set this on a basic ease. Okay? So now that's happening. If I press play, it's very subtle, but it is moving. Actually, let's take off the blur so you can actually see it move. I'm going to go to BG Blur, and we're going to just hide the blur for now. So we're back on circles. I'm going to go back to my page trigger and press play. So now you can see it move. Sakapari, been watching your tutorials, massive help. Oh, thank you for watching. I'm glad you find them valuable. That's the whole point of these. So now that we have it moving, let's go ahead and make it scale too. So let's make the duration the same thing, 10 seconds. So I'm down here, 10 seconds. I'm going to set this on an ease. And for the scale, let's make it... 2 is too big. Like 1.5. Well, 1.2. Let's try 1.2. So if I play, there we go. So this part is just up to you. Just pick random things. Make it subtle. Make it move fast. Make it move slow. This is now your canvas. Do whatever you want. You know, I'm just pulling numbers out of thin air. You thought I was going to say the other thing. No. This is a child family-friendly stream. So, yeah. So, after this, I want to make it go back to where it was. So, what I can do is right-click. So, I'm going to select both. I'm holding Shift, and I selected both. Right-click in the middle of it, duplicate. And I can take this move and set it to 0 on both the X and the Y down here. I can take the scale and set it back to 1. And there we go. And that's it. So I will take 20 seconds of your time to watch a circle grow and then shrink. Beautiful. All right. So let's just do the other ones really quickly. And so again, we'll do circle number 2. Press plus on the 0. And actually, no, not on the 0. Let's do it in between. So they're moving at different times. So I'm gonna move and oh wait, no, I can't. I shouldn't do it there. Sorry. Let me delete that. Start over. BG circle 2. I'm going to do it on the 0. Press plus, move. But this time I'm going to set a delay. So it's not moving at the same time. I don't want it to look too uniform. I want it to happen at different timings. So this delay, I'm going to set it for like 3.2. Again, random number. 3.2 seconds. And we're going to have the duration be 7 seconds this time. Again, I'm just pulling out numbers. And let's move it. Let's move it down, say, 20%. Oh, wait. Negative 20%. So it's going to the 15. Okay. And then move it down by 25%. Yeah, we can do that. Let's press plus and do a scale. And this will do 1.5. So, oh, is it too big? Let's make this smaller. 0.8. Sure, why not? Hold shift to select both. Right click. Duplicate. And we'll put it inside of this one as well. And the move is going to be 0. This is 0. And the scale is 1. And if we press play. Ooh, that one happened fast. Why? Oh, the duration right here. I didn't change the duration. Duration is 7. This one's 0.5. There we go. What? Oh, the duration again. There we go. So yeah, this is animation in Webflow. Just playing with numbers until it feels right. It's all just a feeling at this point. All right, last one. It's funny, when I'm thinking about streams, I'm always thinking, oh, this topic right here is going to be quick. And it becomes the one that takes the longest. And I'm like, oh my God. And then this one, I honestly thought it's going to take a while. And now going through it, it seems really quick. So here we go. Let's move BG circle 3 with a delay of 5 seconds. Duration, well, duration 9 seconds. And this is going to move, let's move it down by 5%. Ugh, sorry, left and right. Let's move it to the right 30%. And then move it down 30%. 40? Yeah, let's do some, yeah. And then we're going to do a scale. And this one's going to scale up to, let's make it 2. Let's just go crazy with it. Set the ease to ease. Duration, we'll say duration 9. Is that what I did? Yeah, duration 9. Hold shift, click both, duplicate, put it with these, and then I'm going to set these back to 0. we go. And if I press play, beautiful circles doing things because they want to. They have no idea what they're doing, but they're doing it, and I thank them. Good job, circles. Cool. Save. And now the final cherry on top, the thing that we all just learned, turn on the blur. Publish, and we're done. Who would have thought it's that easy? And there's the link. Proof that this is real. Man. Beacon Project, could you put it to 7 or 8 seconds, I'm thinking, to account for how long user might scroll past? You can reuse this same interaction on a scroll into view. For example, oh, I forgot, I need to make it loop. Let's go ahead and make it loop real quick. Bam. That's it. There it goes. What? There it goes. Just need to make it loop. So what Beacon is asking is, if someone scrolls to the section, can the interaction start? Yes. So here we go. I'm going to remove the page load interaction, but our animation doesn't get lost. It's still saved inside of Webflow. So let me just add some more random layouts. I'm going to throw this one at the top here. Throw this one at the top here for no reason. So we have this, and then once... let me add more under it. Hold on. Let's just add a call to action under. I don't like that part of Webflow when you're like, I want to put it under, and then it doesn't work. So you have to do this, and then this. Ugh. Anyways. So as I'm scrolling, nothing's happening, but when I get to here, something's happening. All right? So let's get to it. So this hero row, let me also add an overflow hidden. There we go. So the gradients don't go inside of here. But that was actually pretty cool. Huh, that's pretty. Anyways. So on this hero, actually, no, not the hero. Right here. BG blur. Should I do a hero or BG blur? I'll do it on hero. So hero, element trigger, scroll into view. When scrolled into view, start an animation, moving circles. I'm going to set the offset to 20%. And so my animation was already saved. I just select it, and there we go. So the animation doesn't start until I get there. So now it's moving. Trust me, it's moving. It's so subtle. See, now it's mostly green. Yeah. So, yeah, it's moving. Moving and shaking. And now it's... God. Awesome. So there you go. Norm, what's up? Welcome back. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's the tutorial. Again, I thought it was going to be harder than that. And I just figured it out with all of you. That it was just a blur. As is life. Anyways. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions about that? Or any questions about Webflow in general, web design? Oops, I'm typing ClickUp in the wrong. ClickUp. There we go. Get to the stream notes. Sorry, Jake, I wasn't on stream notes at all. Okay, let's see here. Wait, live streams. There we go. There we go. Where's the notes? Okay, sites for review. Does anyone have any sites to review? Anyone have any questions? And again, this until 12 p.m. you have me. Any way I can help you, let me know. All right. So far, we only have one site to review. Donnie Darko. All right. Okay, let's see here. All right, let me put it on stream. Okay. Smart. Go digital. Okay. So, FYI, I can tell this is a template. But templates aren't bad. But how did I know this is a template? Your meta tags still say template. So a lot of people, whoever, when you're still learning Webflow, there's times when people like publish their site and they're like, oh no, how come the title of the website isn't the title of or the name of my business? It's because you're SEO meta tags. So don't forget to change that before you go live. All right. Is Donnie in chat right now? Let's see here. So he was one of the first people in. So if you're in here, I'm reviewing your site. Okay. Smart Go Digital. I like your logo. It's playful. But I feel like the overall tone of your logo so far doesn't match the stock photography that you've chosen. The reason why is because you have line art for the letter S of your brand. I think it's really cute that your logo, it's a chubby S. And excuse me. And so I would strongly suggest going more that route. Because you have line art, but you have a real photo of a person. I would suggest going to Blush app. What is it? Blush Design. This is made by Pablo Stanley. Really, really cool guy. He's like, to me, he's like Waldo at Webflow, but the Latin version. They're both really cool people. They're very, very generous and very nice. Anyways, getting off topic. Yeah, use illustrations. If your logo is illustration, go for illustration. And yeah, you can customize the art. It's so simple to use. Like here, create a random one. See? Wait, this is line art. You can change it, like what the person's doing, what they're wearing. It's like a video game where you can, like, you know, customize your character. So this is more fun. Oh, that's sad. No, don't want that. There we go. I do that. All right. Let's see here. Doing yoga or just sitting. We can change the pants. Can we change the pants? Oh, there's more. Let's see here. Oh, see, something like this. See, what I think that would be cool because and see, I'm getting this feeling just from that logo alone. So yeah, I would definitely change the hero row, okay? Because the hero row doesn't match your brand. All right. Moving forward with the copy. All right. Results-oriented web design to supercharge your business. What I learned from my wife in graphic design, there's a thing called a rag, or like where you break you break to the next line for text. You never want to break them when the two words are just are one thing. For example, web design, that's one thing. You're calling out one, you're calling out an industry. You're calling out your skill. This web design should be one line. So if I were to edit it, did you add a break? Oh, you didn't add a break. It's because you have a width header. Are you using, okay, max width 770? Oh, instead of max width, you can do like, let's say 24. There's a new thing called CH. I think that's for characters. So I would do, yeah, I would do something like this. Yeah, break it at the word 2. Also, what I learned from a previous copywriter at Webflow, John Williams, no relation to the conductor, but you don't need a title cap everything. So it looks better when you do this. There we go. And is it results oriented or result? Yeah, results oriented. Yeah. So let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it needs to break at the 2, but you know what I mean. Get a free quote. Okay. All right. All right. Moving on. Okay. All right. More space between process and your 3 cards. The reason why is because margin bottom, it just feels too close. Something like that. Yeah, see, you're giving it more breathing room, because like you don't want things to be touching too close. And at the same time, you don't want them too far because they're part of the same group. Our process is explaining the 3 cards. So, I don't know, 42 is the answer to everything. So maybe margin bottom 42 pixels. Results oriented with hyphen. Huh. Thank you, Jake. And you can probably, yeah, okay. So yeah, 42. All right. Why are these boxes so large or so tall? And see, you're using line art with these 3, and then you have a photo of a real person. So you're kind of matching stuff. All right, so let's see here. What are we using here? Why is this so tall? Okay, using flex. Do you have like a min height? I'm looking for a min height. Lists. Well, yeah, you don't need a... I don't know what's causing the height of this. Yeah, but you don't need it that tall. If anything, if you're going to have it that tall, maybe these callouts could be bigger. Jose is saying I would horizontally realign the nav menu. Would horizontally realign the nav menu with the logo and break the headline into 3 lines. Yeah. Okay. Horizontally, not with the logo. Oh, you mean not horizontally, vertically. Like, yeah, okay, I see what you mean, Jose. And these can be 3 lines instead of 2. Okay, I get it. Agreed. Okay. Moving on. So yeah, these are too tall. Even you can make these bigger to take up more space in these quads. Then I become Bostonian. Quads. All right, and see how much space you have here? That's nice. There's so much space here. It gives the eyes more breathing room. However, it's awkward because like this space right here at the top doesn't match this space at the bottom, and then you have a lot of space here, which makes this space look even more smaller. So when it comes to spacing out your sections, choose a number that's big enough that it gives each section some room, and for the top and bottom margins, and use that same number across your whole site. Keep it consistent. So you have a little tiny link. It's like you're whispering more about us. But don't you want people to know more about you? So you have a text link there. However, you have a button here, a button style. I would use a button for this. Yeah. So use a button for this. Use that same button that you use in Hero, put it here. Okay, so now you're using it again here. It's really small. You want people to click. You don't want people to bounce off your website. So if people come to your homepage and then they leave within a couple of seconds or don't even go to another page, that's called a bounce. You want that bounce rate to be low. So give them places to click. Don't hide the links like this and make it super small. Okay? So, yeah. All right. And if it's coming from the template that you've chosen, change it. Make them buttons. This could be called out more. Like, put a background. For example, one website that I'm helping with is qualified.com. And check this out. Their call-outs, beautiful, you know? And it's the same thing you can use here. You know, put a background color, like a subtle gray or something like that. Just put it out there. You know, like they'll have a call out again. Hold on. Yeah, see a call out down here, this banner. Yeah, call it out. Bring it out. All right. What we do. Yeah, so this background image does not fit with your brand. Again, you're using line art. Line art right here too. Change that. Use blush. Use blush. Please use blush. All right. Okay. Cool. This is okay. The bounce. You don't need the bounce. The bounce doesn't help. So if I were to go to you and say, why the bounce? If you can't give me a great answer, not just a good enough answer, a great answer as to why the bounce, and you can back it up with proof that people are interacting with your site more, staying on the site more, or clicking over to other pages because of the bounce effect, then I will gladly shut up. But there's no reason for the bounce. It's fun to play with, but it's not useful for a user experience. All right? Okay, this is not even clickable. So yeah, you don't need the bounce. If you're just having fun with Webflow and you're learning, use the bounce. But when you're ready to launch your site, remove it. All right? It is not needed. Yeah, not needed. All right. Oh, I forgot to get water. You know what? Be right back. Let me just... That's why I'm like getting kind of woozy. I didn't bring my water. Always bring water. We are all just plants. We need sunlight and water. Where's my... There we go. BRB. crisp. All right, back on it. Oh, there's a lot of chat I missed. Kimsey, welcome to the stream. Having some issues. The duration easing. Okay, it's not complete. You can click my log. Can you submit? Yeah, can you submit your link? Yeah, can you submit your link to pxlgk.com/review? Or actually, here, let me. Oh, we should pin that, Jake. From now on, let's just pin it, just like I did. Pin your message, and so people will see it. Yeah, I'll look into that, Kimsey. So submit your link if you haven't done so. But let me finish up with Donnie's site. All right, here we go. Yes, knowing is half the battle, Jake. All right. Everything you need to grow online. Okay. So these blobs came out of nowhere? I would just go... okay. There needs to be a break here, because you have like a headline, and then you have supporting copy, and this "we" just feels like it's just out of nowhere. If you can make all these buttons align to the bottom, that would make it more... yeah, the design would be more... Oh my god. I'm out of it today. Find the words. You know what I mean? More aligned. More... Alright. Okay, we have interaction there. Okay, it only happens on scroll. So you have this one that's centered, but this one is a 2-column. I would make this 2-column, but flipped of this. So push this to the left more and push this to the right more, so it's 2-column. Yeah. Alright, about us, last thing. Yeah, this can break to the next line. And when it comes to businesses, portfolio sites, cohesive. Thank you, Norm. I'm not here. You guys are there to help me go through these streams. But yeah, back on Donnie's website. Photos. If you're gonna put a human on your site, let it be you and your team. Don't hide behind text. Don't hide behind stock photos. Would you trust... If you're paying a chef $500 to cook you a meal, just you, and it's $500, would you trust him, her, they with preparing your food if you never saw them? Like, you go to their website and you don't see a photo of them. They're just stock photography of the food that they claim they can cook. Would you trust them? You trust humans. You want to see the human in action, having videos or any way to show real proof that they're human and they're doing this stuff. So, yeah. That's what I suggest. All right. Thanks again, Donnie. I don't think you're in the chat anymore, but if you're watching the recording, again, thank you so much for submitting your site. I hope those tips help. All right. And let's go to sites for review. Do we have any new ones? Okay. Oh, okay. We have 3 more. Okay. Babcon, Babcon Web Dev. All right, let's see what you're doing here. All right, Babcon, if you're in chat, say hi. That was a good burp. All right, so Babcon. Oh, my music is still playing? Okay, there we go. Babcon. Web Dev. All right. The M. I thought it said McGavin, like MC and then Gavin, like a McLovin, Shooter McGavin, Happy Gilmore. Okay. Anyways, the M is just out of nowhere, and again, learning more about graphic design, it kind of ruins you when you learn about things like kerning and letting, spacing, and all these other things. So this right here, how the baseline of the M doesn't match the baseline of the R, I'm like, I can't unsee. So a little 2 clicks down, and it would make a lot of people happy. The G. I know there's a trick when it comes to characters that have rounded edge. I forgot to make them visually aligned. You're supposed to make them not aligned. But I think it's a little bit off to the left. So maybe 1 click to the right and you should be good. And I get these type of tips because when my wife is teaching me graphic design, she makes the same she tells me to do the same things, like it's not aligned. 2 clicks down, 3 clicks. You know, I'm like, ah, but it's those little details that make it more professional. So, just trying to help out. All right, Babcon is in chat. Yay! All right, so that's that for these. Overall, it's way too dark. It is dark. If they are realtors, this right here, yeah, all this, honesty, get rid of it. Remove it. Let the photos speak for the brand. Because I feel like when you have the brand so big, if you have the type of client that said, I want my logo bigger, first, my apologies. I'm sorry you have to go through that. But second, they're overcompensating. That's what I feel from this. It's like, realtors! It's like, okay, calm down. I get it. But if you have photos or, again, videos of McGavin selling, shaking hands with a potential client, or they're doing a open house showing, or something like that, then I would put that here. I would make a background looping video, or at least a photo of them in the background, and just showing them the real people. And this, if anything that needs to be bigger, it's this right here. This needs to be bigger. All right. Let's see here. Still work in progress. Could use some feedback. Yeah, well, happy to help. Okay. Oops, sorry. Now, so that's just that so far. Now I'm going to read into this. Customer focused company with, wait, can you see the text? Okay, now you can. Move back. Customer focused company with immense experience committed to delivering professional real estate solutions while utilizing the latest training and technologies. With over 50 plus listings for sale and rent, we have managed to reach and serve customers regardless of proximity. Okay. Yeah. So to me, there should be some sort of call out, like make it simpler. Make it simple. So, and I was telling this with talking to this to with one of my graphic designers, and also to a client. When it comes to websites, the UI should be super. Why is my phone like going off? The UI should be super basic. What should make a website isn't the UI. What makes a website really, really good is the media. It's the imagery. It's the photos. It's the colors. If you don't have that, then it's going to be really hard as a web designer to make the site look good. So, especially for realtors, ask your client for as many photos as possible. Okay? So let the UI be super basic, but all the photos and whatnot, super duper, like really high quality. For example, and I use this a lot. My wife designed this, I built it, but the client, they had a professional videographer that had a drone, and they also have like CAD for their clients, so they can show them a 3D model of what their custom pool could look like if you have millions of dollars. But yeah, so they had a videographer, they had a photographer, they do CAD models for their or 3D virtual tours for their clients. And if you look at the wireframe, if you just think about this in boxes, it's so basic, but look how the photos just make it. You know? So make your UI basic, and make the UI basic if your client has good photos, and this should push them to do to get better photos. But yeah, 2-column basic. If I go to one of these pools, like if you look at this, it's just a hero row with a background image. That's it. And then you have a call out box. That's simple. Position absolute, bottom right. But what makes it? The image, the photo. So their product is doing the work for the UI, and the UI is just getting out of the way. All right. So when I go here, okay, so I'm looking, and you do have photos. This photo could be better if it's not stretched. This is a nice play. It seems kind of thin. Love the look, but anyways, okay. See that photo right there? This one. That screams millions of dollars right there. And I think you're using this as the background for your hero. Yeah, it is the same photo in the hero row. You're hiding. You're hiding it. No, let that shine through. Bring the photo out. That should be the first whoa moment. All right. Little things like this right here. Your line height could be 1.3 dash. Or I mean, let's see here. Yeah, like 170 or something. Hold on. Okay, sorry. There's so many notifications on my phone. Whatever. Okay. And yeah. So the line height, so the text isn't scrunched in together. All right. And so black on dark background, see, it's hard to see. Yeah. So there's that. Your text is overlapping into here. Unless this is a design choice, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like a mistake. This is too close. The word details is too close to this. This is overlapping. Why choose us? You have a sticky footer right here for the email, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Honestly, you don't need that. Remove it. You do not need it. If someone wants to contact, there's a contact button here. Speaking of which, why is contact the letter C lowercase while everything else is uppercase? So those little things. You have 3 colors happening here, and I'm not sure why. What? Yeah. And see what happens with the overlapping of the text for the bottom footer? Like, this is what happens. So it looks like a mistake. So I would strongly suggest just get rid of it. You don't need it. So this... So did they get 100 clients and that led to them working for 10 years, and then working for 10 years then led to 80 projects? So this looks like one step led to another, which then led to another. I wouldn't use the arrows, and I wouldn't use the circles. What do the circles have to do with the brand? Again, when you're doing design choices, you always need a reason for everything. Okay? Why did you choose circles? Why did you use an arrow? Why did you choose a dotted line for an arrow? You need to be able to come up with an excuse or a real valid reason why. If you don't have one, it's okay. That just means remove it. Do you need this circle? To me, no. Do you need this arrow? No. Remove it. Make it clean. Again, if it's basic, it's okay. All right, our listings for sale. Okay. Why? So you have photos of the buildings, and this one has this right here. Remove that. You don't need it. Yeah, none of the other photos are doing this thing. So just remove it. Photoshop that out. Okay. Okay, so if you have cards, it's good to have a link to go to that thing, but also make the image link as well, because people naturally want to click on images that are small because they're thumbnail. So if I click on it, I want to see the bigger version. If I click on this, it should probably go to that, and there you go. So have both the link and the image link over to this. All right. Our shortlets. What is a shortlet? Okay. So yeah, I want to click on this. These are cards, but I can't. Wait a minute. Sorry. Is that a straight edge or... Let me check your border radius. Yeah, you don't have a border radius on this. I would do border radius on these. Because you're using border radius on all of your photos, also do it with your cards. Are you... Yeah, see, you did a border radius right here with this card, but all of these rows, they don't have border radius. So border dash radius, we'll say 20. There you go. 20 pixels. And see how it matches this? See how it matches this? But yet when you... Oops. Yeah, when you go to other cards, they have the border radius. What did I just do? There we go. So border radius, if you're going to use it once, use it everywhere. All right? Stay consistent. Your spacing, your padding on your left, it's really too close. I'm not... Yeah. So... I think these logos can be smaller. Yeah, they need to be smaller. These logos need to be smaller. Testimonials. She looks like she's just floating in space. So add a background color since you're using a circle. Yeah, since you're using a circle with a background image, use a background color. Oh, okay. And then make the image... Yeah, make the image on top of the background color. But yeah. Yeah. Don't let them just float there. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of work for you to do, but I mean, hopefully that gives you a start. All right. All right. And again, thank you so much. These are just my ideas, just thoughts. Again, you don't have to take it. It's just, you know, I'm just a nerd. Take it as you will. Okay. Ali Ammon. Ali Ammon. What are you working on? Okay. Okay. We got some theater curtains rolling up. Pakistani fine dining. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. How do I feel? How do I feel? I feel like we've reviewed this already in a past stream. Or it could have been a different one. Let's just keep going. That's a pretty logo. Taking the K and the N. It's a nice logo. All right, scrolling down. You know what would be better? So I'm always trying to get away from straight lines to call out different sections of a page. For example, my wife did a wave instead of a straight line because it's in their logo. It's a wave, and also they create pools and spas, and so that's water. Water is organic, so a straight line wouldn't make sense, and so she did a wave. And then the next section, oh, that's weird. But there's a wave here. Another wave. So it's waves all the way down. So it doesn't have to be a straight line. Another thing I like is an old, but still a lot of people don't use it, is when you scroll down and you make the background fade. if you scroll down here, we're not going to next section. We are going to the next section, but instead of showing a straight line, it's fading. So if you go to helloheko or hiko.com, they're the first people to show me this and how they did this. And I was like, that's amazing. And this was done a couple years ago. But look at that. We're going through each section. But it's... Yeah, we're going through each section. But the background changes. So we don't have a straight line at all. The only straight line is this horizontal bar, which I think they can... Yeah, they can definitely remove with some CSS. But it just feels so smooth, right? And so when you think... So when I'm thinking about fine dining, I'm thinking about, like, high quality, like going to a Michelin star restaurant where everything is just, like, super classy. So maybe you can get away with that using that background fade technique, all right? So, yeah. All right. All right. I'm wondering if the food photography is competing with the copy. Because I feel like it is. It's like this is calling out to me. Maybe because I'm hungry. But this is calling out to me. And this copy, this content is small. I don't know what I would do here. Maybe push this back. Darken it a bit. Kind of like how you did here. I don't know. These logos... Wait, I have reviewed this before. I remember these logos. So these logos are not coming out. And I think I remember saying something about this. Make them all white. Make them all one color so you can see them all. Because you can't see this logo unless you zoom in. Okay. All right. Okay. So this looks clean. Super clean. Oh, that's nice. You even added a video in there. Look at you. That's nice. Good job. All right, we have a couple more, so I'm just gonna do your homepage, Ali. I have Kimzi and Himanshu next, so let's go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, Ali. Hopefully that helps. Haven't looked at chat yet. Let's see here. Pascal, beautiful. UNL, welcome to the stream. Yo. Babcon, thanks a lot. Never had my site reviewed before. Going to definitely work with all the feedback. Yeah, happy to help, Babcon. Yeah, it takes a lot of bravery to get someone to review your site or to review your work. It takes a lot of bravery to put it out there in a live stream. So, proud of you for doing that. Come back next time, and I want to review what you've done by that moment. Norm says, when making food advertisement or websites, showcase experiences with the food, not just food photography. Not going to say that other word, Norm. I don't want Google bots to mark me down or something. I don't know how they work, so why risk it? All right, Kimsey. Kimsey, what are we doing? What are we doing today, Kimsey? Okay. So let me go scroll up and chat real quick. And you asked a couple of questions. Okay, scrolled up, and here we are. I was having some issues while creating custom animation for my vertical navbar. I wanted it to expand to 100 VW and collapse to 120px. The duration and easing was glitching until I selected the layer, and then the transition, duration, and easing. Do you know why this is happening? Oh, did you give us your read-only link? You did. Okay. No, you did not. You gave us a. So if you can give us your read-only link, I can try to go ahead and debug it for you or answer your question. So go ahead and submit your read-only link. I'll wait for that. So go back to that submission form thing and submit your read-only link, because you sent me your designer link, which is different. I can't log into your account and do it. I need your read-only link. Okay, so we're gonna skip yours and come back. We're gonna go to Himanshu's. Okay. All right. All right, Richard Nelson, do you ever think more about getting people to join you on stream and talk through their ideas, sites? Think if was your stream? Yeah, I keep thinking about that, and then I forget. Yeah, I need a way for people to just call in. Maybe we'll have like call-in sessions where it's just UX reviews, live UX reviews. Yeah, we'll do that. Jake, can you make a note? Trying to think if there's any technical. Okay, it should be doable. Good idea, Richard. Kimsey, can go ahead and Google search Webflow read-only link, and you'll find a Webflow tutorial video on how to do that. All right, Himanshu. People and property. Yes! Okay, Babcon, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the photography is so beautiful that you're like, I get it. If this said, like, here, I'm going to play around with it. Oh, wait. That's not live text? What? That's photoshopped in? Hold on. Wait, that's a Lottie animation? I can tell it's Lottie because it says Lottie right here. Okay, hold on. I missed a logo animation. Oh. Gosh, pretty. Dude, it's a flag. And it's a letter P. Yes. Again, when the design is so simple, it gets me mad in a good way. Like, yo, okay, I'm in. So, happy. All right, moving on. Scrolling down. Look how simple this is. People take notes. Look how simple it is. Again, the photography is what sells it. The UI gets out of your way. Yes! And I want these tiles for my bathroom. but then I have to clean them. That sink is nice. Okay, custom photography. And these are probably the owners of the house or the business owners, the realtors or something. Like, oh my gosh. I would call out the arrows more. Call them out. Add a background color or something. Background. I don't know, gray. Padding, like 25. I don't know, something like that. So people know where to click. Because the white, it gets hidden by the photography. So, something to call it out. Or even move the UI control down to the bottom left. Because again, people read from a left to right. Their eyes move left to right. So I would put it bottom left. Both arrows in bottom left. Gosh, this section, it's so clean. And this little dash right here to separate. So good. When I just start grunting. Wait, hold on. Why would anyone want to buy a house with 0 beds and 0 baths? Like, I don't need a house that comes with a car, but I mean, at least I need somewhere to pee and poo. I'll bring my own bed. But, yeah. What? Okay. Let's fix this. Oh, this is an embed? Interesting. Just playing around now. Sorry for taking up everyone's time because I want to play around. There we go. So this comes with 100 beds, 50 baths, and 9 cars. Wait, not even 9 cars. Bam. This one comes with 9 Teslas. I'm buying this one. All right, moving on. Yeah, these cards look nice. And how you added the logo at the top right of each one, like, it's just chef's kiss. I mean, like, it's nice. Okay, sold, and you're showing it as a black and white, like a grayscale, except on hover, to indicate, like, color means it's available. Sold, it shows black and white, but you can still see it if you want to click on it and see what you missed out on. Yes. Yes. This is great. Yeah, see, you're reusing the same thing. Yeah, that's great. That's great. The arrows, again, make them more apparent. It's too light on top of a light gray. If I wasn't a web designer, I wouldn't have seen this. Oh, man. This is good times. All right. Do they have their own page? They do. Okay. Cool. Button style, nice and simple. All right. All right, everyone. Let's go to bed. Ooh. Again, the photography comes out. All right, let's go ahead and buy something. We're going to buy... we'll buy this one with 0 beds. Iconography. So it feels like an Airbnb. I like that. The iconography. Oh, it's a commercial office. That's why it has no bedrooms or bathrooms. Commercial house. Okay. But I just feel it's kind of weird to call out zero beds bathroom. I would call it out as a commercial house. But anyways, yeah. I mean, Himanshu, good job. This rocks. All right, moving on. Moving on. All right, going back to Kim Z, and then we're ending the stream. So Tyron and Nijat, come next week, and I'll review yours. Okay, my apologies. Do not have time for it. Last thing we're gonna look at is Kim Z's and try to troubleshoot this issue. Let me scroll up. There we go. Scroll up in the chat. Okay. Custom animation for your vertical. So let's see here. Let me go to your about page. Is it here? And hello, Kimsey. Nice to meet you. UI UX designer with a certificate from UC Berkeley. Background in interior design has expanded my breadth of creativity. Interior design, that's legit. Like that kind of stuff, like the whole feng shui stuff of furniture, and then like knowing what colors to use and how many windows, and that's always interesting to me. All right. So something is happening with your vertical nav bar. So if we go to about, is this supposed to expand or something, or no? Okay. I'm trying to. Okay. I've added full page.js. Want to know if I can scroll. Okay. I think there's a couple of questions in here. Only about page works. Okay. So if I preview this, you want these. I wanted to expand to 100 VW. Why do you want this to expand to 100 VW and then collapse to 120? Okay, I'm trying to... Okay. Where's your interaction? Are you saying from home? Okay. I see menu collapse on tap. So, okay, so menu collapse right here. So menu collapse. I get it. So you want everything to turn and then collapse to 120, and then you do a page transition where then it shows up like this. I gotcha. Okay. I'm screaming, but you can't hear me. Click the logo. Click the logo. Okay. I'll click it. Okay, so you did it there. Okay. That's really cool. Yes. Okay. So it only works for contact. So if I preview, click contact, it works. Let me see. Does it work for projects? It doesn't. Does it work for about? It doesn't. So only contact works. So this has menu collapse, mobile. Okay, wait, no. There we go. Menu collapse right here for desktop and above. Okay. So what are you doing? You going like this? huh. And then the size doesn't go to 120. But the nav starts at... So there is an issue when you're changing. It does glitch out when you're changing units. So if you're going from VW, which you have here on this width, when you're going from VW and then you're switching to pixels, things get glitchy. It's always good to start from a certain unit. So if you're doing VW, you start at VW, and then you end at VW as well. So I think that's where the glitchiness is happening. I've set a transition on the nav. If you scroll down, I can't scroll down. Under effects. Okay. Yeah. Wait, be right back. I've been drinking so much water. Small bladder. BRB. Yes, I wash my hands. Okay, back on it. I said a transition on the nav. If you scroll down under effects, I don't see the transition. It's this menu collapse that I think that's the issue right here, because you're going from VW and this nav right here is going to 120 pixels. Yeah. You might have to just go to VW instead. How come it's not moving? Not sure why it's not moving. Okay, flex. Ooh, this might take longer than I realized to try to troubleshoot. Yeah, because I want to start at this and then go to this. Just go 10. I'm wondering why it's not going to 10. So you start at 100 and then you go down to 10. Let's try this again. So this nav, when you click... Oh, wait. It's because this is set to selected element. Can this be set to class? Only parents. Okay. And how come it's not moved? Ugh! Is this one of the times in Webflow where it's like, Oof, what just happened? Oh, this might take longer to troubleshoot. I know what you're going for. But why is it not working? All right, so let's do all elements. Oh, okay. Yeah, interactions are hard. All right, so it's, let me duplicate this. Set it to initial state. Initial state will be 100. Then play. Ha! There it is. So instead of 120 pixels for the ending width, I would do 10 VW. Plus, how I fixed it was effect class and then all elements with this class. And then set initial state. So the initial state will be 100 VW. And then your ending state will be 10. So I know it's not that 120 that you're looking for, but again, you want to go to from one unit to the same unit. Yeah. Scroll down with the nav selected and you'll see I've set a transition. The nav selected, and you can see I've set a transition. I don't see a transition. Yeah, I don't see a transition. But yeah, yeah, maybe I should let people like Zoom call in whenever we do these site reviews or something. All right, I'll figure that out, and then starting next week we'll do that. Promise, 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 promise. Because I feel like Kimsey's yelling at her screen, and I'm not helping. Sorry. First tab. Not on the animation tab. Okay, this right here. Okay, you've added animation. Where you adjust the sizing, positioning, etc. So... First tab from the left. So the styles tab. On the styles tab where you just scroll down with the nav selected. I'm screaming in my living room. I am. I'm sorry. I promise, next time. Come back next week and then I'll have it set up where you can zoom in. I don't see any animations here. I'm looking down here on the bottom right. There's no animations. You set a transition on the about page. Okay. I don't like to make people mad. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's the nav. Oh, okay. You have a width transition. Okay, so this, if you add a transition here and you're using Webflow interactions, Webflow interactions will ignore this. All right. Anything you put in here, as far as 2D, 3D transforms, transitions, and filters, Webflow interactions will ignore it. They'll take precedent. And so, preloader. Okay. Yeah. So let's preview. Okay. So yeah, you don't need this transition unless you have some sort of interaction happening. You have interactions here. Circle, hover. Yeah, you have no... Yeah, you have no interaction. So, hopefully that answers your question. Come back next week and you'll be able to zoom in. Promise. And for everyone else who wants me to review their sites. But yeah, it stopped glitching when I set that transition. Huh. That's new to me. And thank you, Pablo, for helping out. All right, and how to make a symbol. You can go to your nav and then right click on it, create symbol. type in nav, and now it is a symbol. All right. Okay. It is 12. 3 minutes to 12. Gonna end the stream. Thank you all so much. If I didn't review your site or help you out yet, come next week or join the Pixel Geek community where Pablo and I are helping in between streams. And every month we have a member only stream where it's just, you can vent or get help with your project in a group setting. And if you're a pro member, you can have one-on-one sessions with me once a month for a whole hour. So you get my time to help you out with your web design project, web design career, or you just want to vent. I'm here to mentor you. So with that being said, go to pixelgeek.community if you want to join. If you have an idea for a future stream, go ahead and submit it. Jake, unpin. Why did you remove your pin? Let's see here. How do I unpin it? I don't know how. But thank you so much, Jake and Pablo, for helping out. Everyone who's in live chat, thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Where's my music? There it is. Okay. But thank you all so much. These streams happen every Saturday. Well, most Saturdays now. From 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. Again, my name is Nelson, the Pixel Geek. You can follow me on Twitter at the Pixel Geek. I tweet about a lot of stuff there, so follow me there. A lot of people have been following me on Instagram, and I haven't posted since forever. I don't know when I'll use Instagram. But go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you to over 13,000 of you for just watching and subscribing. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you next time. And as always, make the web beautiful together. See ya.